We're starting and you're already fucking laughing.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Two Dads Talking About Things podcast. Welcome to our third episode with your hosts, Jamel and
Alex, how you going, everyone?
how you going, everybody? Hope everybody doing good. All right, so today, we was just talking about the state of music, basically.
Yeah, state of music.
So I'll let you hit it off.
Okay.
As usual.
Yeah, okay. All right, cool. We're going with this.
Yes.
So we're talking about the state of music. I think more specifically, we're talking about rap and hip hop because that's our background as musical artists. And basically, yeah, we're just talking about how the state of music overall, but the state of definitely hip hop and rap, which is like one of the largest musical cultures in the world, one of the most influential. And isn't it like one of them, like in the top 5 exported cultures from America?
Yes.
Is it number 1, number 2? Because it is. I wonder like what the stat is on that, because it's just so big. You see it everywhere.
The most popular, would not go by population.
Population.
Go by populations of listens.
Well, yeah, population of listeners.
Well, it wouldn't be hip hop. I think it'll probably be like Bollywood or something.
Not out of America. Bollywood ain't coming out of America.
Not out of America. I'm just saying, like, listeners all around, because there is hip hop in every country. There's rock in every country. There's music of every type in every country. Yeah. So we're specifically talking about America.
Yeah, that's what I mean. As a cultural export, you know.
Yeah,
it's probably number 1.
But if we're talking about from music that was created in one place branching out to other countries, yeah, there's definitely hip hop.
And it's not even just music, because with the culture, it brings things like graphing, b-boy dancing, like the essence and the pillars of hip hop. Yeah, like you see graffiti here in Australia that stems from New York, America, basically.
Yeah, it's a lot of subsidiaries.
Yeah,
actual hip hop. It's true.
Yeah, because people just look at it as music, but really, there's being a rapper or an MC is only one tier, you know. And I feel like that's where, when we talk about this subject, because I know we talk about it a lot off the podcast, but we definitely do touch on that. Is like there's more to this culture and this genre than just, getting up on the stage and rapping. You know?
Oh, absolutely.
You know, you need your boombox on the side of the street. You need your guys in your Nike Airs, break dancing. You know,
it's sort of like a dying art. It's like reviving now because of like social media and stuff.
That's good. That's positivity, isn't it?
Yeah, but before the social media, it was like sort of like dying out. Hip hop was a stage where it's just music videos through the 2000s. Like b-boying wasn't a fucking thing.
That's right. Everyone was looking like they were inside I saw a meme about it, that like everyone was in a cheese grater. Yeah, man. You know, all those videos where they got all everyone found CGI for the first time, and they thought, what's the best thing to make a video? And it's like, hey, you ever thought about dancing inside of a cheese grater? And they're like, my guy, that's the one.
True, that was true.
Straight up.
Music videos just took over, and like a lot of arts were dying from that, like tap dancing, and heaps of art was just diminishing. Yeah. And hip hop was on the rise. It was the golden era hip hop, like 90s, 2000s.
Late 80s to early 2000s. Golden era of hip hop, man. You just can't beat it.
I guess it could be subjective. The golden era.
Honestly,
hip hop artists today, they could think it's the golden era in the 2010s and 2020s. Nah. They could think that.
Because every modern rapper now, they wouldn't be anywhere if it wasn't for that golden era. That's the difference.
Not all rappers think like that, though. Not all. I wouldn't even consider them rappers, but not all artists think that way.
Of course.
Yeah. I think they feel like what they're doing now, I'm not going to call any names, but like some of them that's out there, that's doing what they're doing now, they're thinking this is the golden era of hip hop, when it's like, no, bro. But in their mind, it is.
Like, look, I'm from a no, actually, no, that's a lie. I'm not from a heavy music background. Heavy music is my thing. Mm-hmm. And when I discovered it, it became the thing. But no, hip hop was my background. You know, like, shout out to Arrested Development, People Every Day, fat ass track. United Front. Oh, there's just that OG Pan-African hip hop, man. Like, it was, I didn't know, like, that was a thing when I was first listening to it. I just thought it was just wicked music and wicked rap and hip hop. I didn't learn to appreciate so much about their lyrics until I got older. But yeah, like, I remember my mum and my dad, they had, mum had Arrested Development, Greatest Hits, and that was, I could listen to that whole album back to back. Well, not an album, the whole CD back to back. And then I was always nicking Dad's 3 CDs. Tupac, All Eyes on Me, Tupac, Me Against the World, and it was, this CD was a compilation CD that came out in early 2000s, but it had like a lot of 90s groups. It was called Rap Attack. It's wicked, and you had like all these OG looking people, it was wicked. It's just such a good CD, such a good gateway CD to good rap and hip hop. Yeah. You had Fugees on there, you had Onyx, you even had Will Smith. Boom, like shake the room.
Sort of a mix of all the commercial. Yeah, I would say commercial at that time, because everything was commercial. Like, if you had a hit, it was going commercial.
That's right.
So it's like a compilation of all the commercial music through, like, commercial hip-hop through the 90s and 2000s.
Yeah, and that's right. It had my track 16. I'm getting real. Track 16, Public Enemy, Shut 'Em Down, but the Pete Rock remix.
Do you still have the CD?
It's at Dad's. I'll make sure I nick it next time I go around and see him.
Okay. But it's still in the family. It's like...
Yeah. I was at my mum's the other day, and I was like nicking back some of my old DVDs that I bought and put there in storage, and she's claiming they're hers, but I got the receipts. But but no, and then I looked at the CDs, and she's like, "Don't be looking at the CDs." And I saw OG Bob Dylan used to listen to. I saw the Arrested Development CD, and I was like, finna come back for you later.
See, like, for me growing up, like, in America, like, when I first arrived in America, because before America, I was never listening to hip hop.
What year did you arrive?
I think it was in 2000.
Okay.
So it's like, I never knew about hip hop. All I knew about was reggae and soca and calypso, because that's what.
Really?
Yeah. So it's until I came to my cousin's house, is when hip hop was introduced to me, and I thought it was the coolest shit ever. I was mind blown.
Crazy.
But I was like 9 or 10 years old. I was mind blown. I was like, what the fuck?
That's epic.
My cousins, they were playing Outkast, they were playing Raekwon, they were playing Tech Nine, they were playing Outkast. Bro, I said Outkast already, didn't I?
You did?
Yeah.
What about DMX? what about
DMX, everybody.
Rakim?
Nas, Rakim, like, everybody they were playing.
Dude.
But I sort of fell into... like, I really started liking Outkast music because it was just different. It was so weird. It was like weird music to me. It's not that it's weird, but it was like weird to me because I've never heard it before. Like, all the instruments and everything playing, and then like these guys are rapping off these like weird fucking tracks.
I was never a fan of Outkast.
For
that very reason.
I fell in love with them. And then had the Tech Nine and Tupac. I didn't even get introduced to him until later on in America, probably like 3 or 4 years into America.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and like they were beef. That was like the height of their beef. I mean, he passed away in what, 98?
97.
97.
September 97.
Let's check that out.
Was it September 5th? Because I know it happened